Hello, doers, and welcome back to the Do Coach channel. Thank you all for coming back. And this kicks off my series called Wisdom Wednesdays. You know, in the Bible it tells us, "In all our getting, get understanding," and that's wisdom. That's in the book of Proverbs, and wisdom is the principal thing. And so I'm starting out with let's talk about love. You're probably saying, well, what does love have to do with it? No pun intended, Miss Tina Turner. But love has everything to do with it. So today's wisdom principle is love. We're going to talk about love. See, I even wore a shirt. Can you guys say that? Love, love, love. Anyway, let's get started. I'm so excited about each and every one of you being here today. And as always, grab your pen, your paper, writing utensil, your recorder, whatever you need to do to remember some of these things. Some of these things will be a reminder, or something may be even new to you. Nevertheless, you wanna record it and take some notes. Okay? Wisdom Wednesday. Today is Let's Talk About Love. Let's get started. Love is a variety of different feelings, states, and attitudes that ranges from interpersonal affection, like I love my mother and my father, to pleasure. And that pleasure could be I love that meal. Love can also refer to an emotion of a strong attraction. That's that personal attachment that you have to someone else personally. Love can also be a virtue representing human kindness, compassion, and affection, how you treat other people. The unselfish, loyal, and benevolent concern for good of another is also a type of love or expression of love. Okay? So really wrapped up in a definition, love is compassionate, affectionate, and it is action. Y'all got that? And the reason why I'm starting out with love is because we need more of it. We need more of love in these times. So I hope this is a great reminder for you and a new revelation. So we're going to explore some different types of love, and I'm sure you probably heard of these, but I'm going to explore them today and break them down in a little bit of a different way or different value to you. So we're going to start with agape love, AGAPE, agape love. This is an unconditional love that sees beyond the outer surface and accepts the recipient for whom he or she is, regardless of their flaws, shortcomings, or faults. It's the type of love that everyone strives to have in their lives. And it's one of those loves that you may not like someone, the personality of someone, but you decide to love them as a human being. And here's my take on it. It reminds me of Romans 13:8. You owe no man nothing but to love them, regardless of who they are and how they show up in the world. You owe no man nothing but to love them. That's Romans 13:8. The next love we're going to explore is phileo. 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 The filial love refers to an affectionate, warm, and tender, platonic kind of love. It makes you desire friendships with someone. It's the kind of love which livens up the agape love. Although you may have an agape love for your enemies, right? Because you owe no man nothing but to love them. You may not have a filial love for the same people. The translation for the word filio is love in the noun form. It has you feeling about someone as a chosen love. So in other words, you choose filial love is you choose that love. You choose to be associated or love them. It reminds me of a brotherly love. As a matter of fact, fun fact, I can tell you, the city of Philadelphia, which was founded by William Penn, which is Greek. Philadelphia is Greek for brotherly love, philos, love, friendship, adelphos, brother. So really it's kind of like a brotherly love. Oh, you're my buddy or whatever, and you choose them and you become like friends and have a friendship with someone. Storge is another type of love, and let me spell that for you. Storge. When I first saw that word, I said, "Is that storage? Is that something a part of a storage?" But it's pronounced storge. 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 It's a kind of family and friendship love, kind of like brotherly love, but it's a family and friendship. And it's funny that I thought it was something to do with storage, because it is a kind of contained love. Because you put your family and your friends, your close friends, in a different container, in a box, in a different place in your heart, and you store that love somewhere else. This is the love that parents naturally feel for their children. Storge. The love that members of the family have for each other, or the love that friends feel for one another. In some cases, this friendship love may turn into a romantic relationship. That's why I say you put it in a special place. And when you store it in that place, that's probably because you don't really know how you necessarily feel about a person, but you know that you want them in your life, and you know that you want to be friends with them. And storge love is unconditional. It accepts flaws and faults, and just like agape. And it ultimately, this kind of love will drive you to really forgive. It is committed. And this kind of love is sacrificial. And it's also security. It makes you feel secure and comfortable with that family member, that friend they may turn into more than just a friend. So just remember that. And remember, this reminds me also of, like I said before, storage, a containment, to pack and unpack. This is the kind of love that you're going to always be packing and unpacking. Its way of being and its results in your life. So storge, Storge. Eros is the next type of love. Eros. Eros or eros, depending on what end of the continent you're on, say it. Eros is a passionate and intense love that arouses romantic feelings. It's the kind of love that often triggers high feelings in a new relationship and makes you say, I love him or her. It's simply an emotional and sexual love. It really is. And if you notice, these are all like different steps of love. Now, there's typically, they say it's typically 4 types of love, but I'm going to throw a 5th one in there that it's actually the first one, kind of the first one. You start out with agape, because when you don't know, you don't know. So, but this one is that all favorite puppy love, right? That all too favorite puppy love. And we definitely don't want to dismiss it, because it everybody had it, and it's a part of us, right? So puppy love is infatuation. And it's really the first kind of romantic love that we experience as teenagers. And oh my goodness, I'll tell you the truth. If you can go back to that first puppy love experience, I mean, it is just, it made you understand or made you want love. Now, don't get me wrong, that's also that first hurt in love. And it stings just as much as it felt so good to have those feelings, because what happened in that is infatuation. You in love with the idea of being in love. That's what infatuation is. And because you don't know what that, because it's your first situation, you don't really know what that felt like or feels like. And so it's the best thing that you've ever felt in your life. And it's also the worst thing when it ends, or when it's destroyed, or whatever happens to bring you to the end of it. It hurts, but it also feels good. And I tell people all the time, that's the love that you want to hold on to, though, in that feeling, because it made you feel great. And it was something within puppy love that really brought you to a place of self and feelings, intense desire. And remember that when, if and when you get married, how to bring that puppy love back into your romantic relationship with your partner, with your husband or your wife. Okay. So we ask, what is love? Love is an intangible connection between two people that feels especially good. It's that strength and depth of connection that is determined by two conditions. One, the level of self-acceptance each person has for themselves. And two, how open and honest and exposed each individual is willing to be. Here's the qualities that always are presented when these connections are. That's trust, believing in their integrity and good intentions toward you. This is when these are qualities that come up in love. Respect, concluding they are good and worthy of appreciation. And this is what you look for in someone that you love. And affection, demonstrating your good intentions through your actions. So let me repeat that. Qualities that are presented in different levels of love and how it is connected with you and someone else. There's trust, believing in their integrity and good intentions toward you. This is when you trust someone. You believe in their integrity. You believe in their good intentions toward you, and you see it. Respect, concluding they are good and worthy of appreciation. Concluding they are good and worthy of appreciation. And affection, demonstrating your good intentions through your actions. Affections is actions. They demonstrate it to you, and you demonstrate it to them. Now I want you to write this part down so you'll remember that. Love is not an emotion. Love is a connection. Why? Because your feelings are a reaction to the quality of the connection that you have with someone. Emotions will have you all over the place. But connections will really bring you together where you can really feel and see someone. Love is not an emotion. Love is a connection. This is where you intertwine and you click up with someone. You have a connection. You actually have a being, and you have not a being. It's a true gut connection and feeling with someone. Right? Now I'm going to stop right here for Wisdom Wednesday on love. And I'm going to come back with part 2 for you on love because it's really in depth. And I wanted these little tidbits and wisdom keys and principles to be short for you and just something for you to take. And this was an intro, but I'll be back and I'll see you next Wednesday. And I'm going to continue on with love. Let's talk about love. What does love have to do with it? Love has everything to do with it. Until next time, please don't wait, I forgot to invite you to like, subscribe, and share this content with everybody and tell them that I'll be here every Wednesday. Turn on your notifications so you'll know when the video is uploaded because I always have some good information. I am a very good resource. You can visit it. I cannot talk today at www.thedocoach.com, and that's TheDocoach.com. Or you can email me at info@thedocoach.com. Please don't forget to come and visit me on all of my socials at The Do Coach, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I love to see you. Until next week, be blessed. And remember, once you do, it's done. And I'll talk to you soon.